Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Welcome to the cricket show with your host Ram here on the cricket happenings here. And well, talking about today's cricket show, I'm going to look at three matches that happened this week. Afghanistan started their tour of India with the first T20, losing that first T20 against India, with Shivam Dubey really coming up with the goods and showing what a useful cricketer he can be if he could really hit the straps every time. Vanindu Hasaranga weaved a real sort of a bamboozling spell over the Zimbabweans with a career best figures of 7 for 19 to bowl them out. I'll be looking at that and just talking briefly on that. Vanindu Hasaranga's bowling against Zimbabwe, who definitely struggling in world cricket. But there was one a good thing that happened for Zimbabwe. I mean, this was the news which came yesterday. Is that a person by the name Nakwi Antim, I suppose his name, he actually became the first Zimbabwean player to score a triple century in Zimbabwean domestic cricket. So that was some cheer for the Zimbabwean fans, I reckon. And also the match between New Zealand and Pakistan, even though New Zealand definitely gave a very tough time to Pakistan and raised a big total on the board. Daryl Mitchell playing a huge part in it, and Pakistan were found wanting by 46 runs in the end, with Shahin Shah Afridi leading the side. So first, I'm going to start off with the India versus Afghanistan T20. The first T20 played at Mohali in Chandigarh, and as you know, in Chandigarh, it is always about who wins the toss and gets the rub of the green, because in the evening time, it becomes. The due factor comes into the consideration as well. So it was Afghanistan who were batting first, and Afghanistan got to a. They really struggled. I mean, it was not easy for them. The ball, there was real carry on the pitch at Mohali in Chandigarh, and also the Indian bowlers were. Rohit Sharma was captaining the side for Afghanistan. Let us see, were there any debuts for anybody? Yes, Rahmat Shah, who normally is a very, very defensive player, who is totally made for the test match variety, was given a T20 debut, which is a bit surprising for me with all the talent left in the Afghanistan tank. But nevertheless, he definitely didn't do any justice. He was gone for three. Afghanistan, as I said, really, really, it was not easy for them. If you look at that card there, 158 for five. Gurbaz making 23. Zadran, is such an attractive player. Ibrahim Zadran, 25, 22, 2 fours, 1 6. Asmatullah Omar, as I'm telling you, as I've already been telling you, after looking at the way this bloke played in the World Cup, I always have a feeling that something is about to happen when this person, Asmatullah Omar Zai, either holds the bat or with the ball. And he definitely contributed by making 29 of 22, 2 fours and 1 6. Mohammad Nabi showed all his experience in getting the Afghanistanis towards a total of 158 for 5, making 42 of 20, 42 unbeaten runs. 42 runs of 27 deliveries, which included 2 fours and 3 sixes. Zadran was there in the end, cracking 4 fours in a knock of 19 unbeaten runs. 158 for 5. If you look at the Indian bowling, Arshdeep Singh, he's definitely turning out to be a very, he's an improver, but also in the death overs, he's bowling well. None for 28 for him. Mukesh Kumar, 2 for 33. Akshar Patel, yes, there was definitely some purchase for the spinners. 4 overs, 223 for Akshar Patel. Washington Sundar, 3 overs for 27. Dubey, what Shivam Dubey did, as I said, batting is something which he did later. But as far as the bowling is concerned, Shivam Dubey, the look of Shivam Dubey itself is very good because he's very tall, has nice shoulders, and besides that, hits the deck hard because he's a tall bowler. He can hit the deck hard as well. And Shivam Dubey produced a beautiful delivery to pick up the wicket. I think, if I'm not wrong, it was Ibrahim Zandran, the attractive player. He picked up the wicket of him. 2 overs, 1 for 9. Definitely did a good job with the ball there. Bisnoy went for quite some runs, 3 overs, cracked for 35 runs without a wicket. India, in reply, chasing 158. Definitely, Virat Kohli was not playing. There was no Virat Kohli in the Indian team, but Rohit Sharma, as I said, was leading the side. For India, if you look at the card there, it was in the end, it was an easy victory, one could call, because India only lost 4 wickets. Rohit Sharma, now that was really Rohit Sharma getting out for a blob after facing just 2 balls. It was definitely the fault of Shubman Gill, who was absolutely ball watching. Rohit Sharma had actually driven the ball to, I think it was mid-off, if I'm not wrong. Yes, he had driven the ball to mid-off, and Rohit is the one who is running to the danger's end. And especially at the start of the innings, I think it was very foolish. Shubman Gill was ball watching. I mean, once your striker has actually given you the call, the non-striker need not worry about anything. It's only for him to take the start and go to the striker's end, unless Rohit Sharma comes half pitch and hesitates. Well, it didn't happen. So, and Rohit Sharma was really not happy. He had a look at Gill, and definitely Rohit Sharma was very unhappy about it. He was gone for a duck. Shubman Gill, yes, he played some attractive strokes in his brief knock of 23 of 12 deliveries with 5 boundaries. Tilak Verma, yes, he did a good job, 26 from 22. But the man who was there was Shivam Dubey. And what was impressive about Shivam Dubey was his ball striking. I mean, we all know that, he has the huge reputation of really handling the spinners very well, but tonking them for sixes and boundaries. But here he was, Shivam Dubey. He was adept at handling the Afghanistan pace bowlers as well. So that was very good to see. And that is what I would like to, everyone would love to see. Shivam Dubey has to, probably get his A game against the Pacers as well. And that will really, but one thing I have to say, that this innings will go a long way for him, because he really played a good part in it with an unbeaten 60, which fetched him the man of the match award. Not of 60 or 40 deliveries, which included 5 fours and 2 sixes. Jitesh Sharma, we all know what a cracking player he is. He came in and he did his job. I mean, that is what he does. He's a very aggressive player. He cracked 31 of 20, 5 boundaries included. But Rinku Singh, I mean, what to say about Rinku Singh? I mean, we have seen that what is the amount of consistency he has been showing, his strike rate. What I like about Rinku Singh, he has a lot of cricketing sense. He plays the ball according to the merit. If you want him to hit, he will hit. You want him to block, he will block. And one of the strokes, I mean, the field was really set. If the ball, he plays. I like the way that Rinku Singh goes about his cricket. He shows a lot of cricket sense, and that is what I like about Rinku Singh. He played one shot, showing his sort of adeptness when he just, late cut a delivery into the fence. Rinku Singh, not out 16, 2 boundaries of 9 deliveries only. And that was it for India. Mohali Chandigarh, India winning the first T20. Now the focus tomorrow will be on the second T20, which will be coming up. The only change that one can expect from the team is Yashasvi Jaiswal, who was injured, will take his place, come in place of Shubman Gill, I reckon, and Virat Kohli will also have to come. So it will be interesting to see who makes way for Virat Kohli. Farooqi Nand for 26 was costly. Mujibur Rahman did a good job, 4 overs, 1 made in 21. Nabi was expensive, 2 overs, 24. Navinullah was clattered, 3.3 overs, none 43. Asmatullah Mirza has always said that he's someone for Afghanistan to really look at, 1 for 33. So that was it. India winning the first T20 against Afghanistan. Now I turn my attention to the Sri Lanka versus Zimbabwe match. Now, this was totally one-sided. The Zimbabweans were rooted for 96 in the final match. In fact, Zimbabwe Sri Lanka winning the series 3-0. And what a performance from that man! I mean, Vanindu Hasaranga has been named the T20 captain of Sri Lanka. It was his debut as captaincy, and what a debut for Vanindu Hasaranga, and what a way to start his T20 uh, T20 captaincy with Sri Lanka winning, and he himself setting an example by bamboozling the Zimbabwean batsman by picking up 7 for 19. Look at his bowling figures. He just kite through the Zimbabwean lineup. Vanindu Hasaranga, 5.5 overs, one maiden, 19 runs, and he picked up 7 wickets. He bamboozled the Zimbabweans for just 96 runs. The 96 bowled out. The only person who played there was John Lord Gumby, the opener, 29 of 34. But other than that, it was all over for Zimbabwe. 17 from Gaetano, 10 from Sikandar Raza, Jongwe 14, and 11 to Wellington Muskadza. And it was all about Vanindu Hasaranga. After that, for Sri Lanka, but still, I thought even though 96 runs were made, this was not a T20. Let me tell you, this was a third ODI. So Zimbabweans are rooted in 22.5 overs, and Sri Lanka cleared by losing 2 wickets and won the match by 8 wickets, 16.4 overs. Shevon Daniel was making his debut, looked a bit shaky at the crease. He was gone for 12, and it was the opener, Shevon Daniel. But Kushal Mendes, captaining the Kushal Mendes. I think I spoke a bit too soon here. Vanindu Hasaranga took 7 wickets. It was not his debut. I'm sorry about it. It's a T20, so I was just going to say that Vanindu Hasaranga probably it was wrong on my part. I do apologize. It was Kushal Mendes, the captain, not at 66 of 51, 9 fours, 1 6. And Vanindu Hasaranga, 7 for 19, as I said. But I definitely apologize. I said that Vanindu Hasaranga has been made the T20 captain of Sri Lanka. Nothing to really talk about on that particular match. So I will move on from here. And I will start dwelling on the New Zealand versus Pakistan. First T20 played at Auckland, New Zealand won the match by 46 runs. New Zealand batting first put up a very big score on the board, 226 for 8. It was Daryl Mitchell innings of 61, which was a spanking knock from Daryl Mitchell, who is the Mr. Reliable of New Zealand. 61 of 27, 4 fours and 4 sixes. Kane Williamson made 57 of 42, 9 boundaries. Finn Allen really caned the Pakistani bowling in the way only that he can play. 34 of 15 with all his pyrotechnics, 3 fours and 3 sixes. And then Mark Chapman contributing 26 of 25, 2 fours, 2 sixes, and 226 for 8 was a real mountain. As far as the bowling was concerned, Shaheen Shah Afridi was leading the side. He got 3 for 46, but the man who really impressed was the man who was actually making his debut for Pakistan. His name, Abbas Afridi. Abbas Afridi and Usama Mir were making the debut, but Abbas Afridi really made a very, very good debut. I mean, coming onto your first overseas tour, playing your first international match, I thought he did a marvelous job. He picked up 3 for 34. He's a quick bowler, and he picked up 3 for 34. So good job there, Abbas Afridi. Other than Harry Shroff was back into action after missing the Australian Test matches, 2 for 34. Looked a bit rusty, one could call, but picked up 2 wickets. Amir Jamal, who had an excellent Test series against Australia, was carted by the New Zealand batsman for 55. Probably he had a problem actually, bowling on Australian wickets. Bowling on New Zealand wickets is quite different because in Australia you have hard bouncy pitches, and Amir Jamal has played some cricket in Australia, so he basically is quite aware. But when it comes to New Zealand, the wind is a big factor, and also the pace is different. Everything is different against New Zealand. So definitely, I think Amir Jamal will start, and I think he's a very. It is just a matter of time. Amir Jamal will start adapting to the New Zealand conditions. And Usama Amir's debut was also a bit ragged, as his 4 overs got taken for 51 runs. Now, talking about Pakistan, who are chasing that total, well, this man, young bloke, and very talented opener, Saeem Ayub. I mean, Pakistan have really thrust him into it. They gave him a chance in the test matches. Now they're given him a chance. I mean, we know he's a perfect T20 cricketer, no doubt about it. And he really showed his wares. I mean, he's such a dangerous batsman, according to me. He's pretty young, but he has been really been making not headlines, but really making some waves in the T20 league matches. He has played in the CPL, he has played in the domestic PSL, and here he comes against the likes of New Zealand bowlers, Tim Southee, Matt Henry. But also, let's remember the shot that he played against Mitchell Starc in the final test match was an absolute beauty. When he put Mitchell Starc over, he's a left-hander, Mitchell Starc over the point region for a six. So definitely, Saeem Ayub is a lot of talent and definitely gave some hot entertainment to the New Zealand public here with all the Pakistanis assembled at Auckland when he cracked 27 of just 8 deliveries, which included 2 fours and 3 sixes. Such is the power, such is the timing. He's young, talented, has a wonderful eye, and it was really impressive. I think Saeem Ayub is definitely looking very promising. Saeem Ayub and Mohammad Rizwan opened the innings. Mohammad Rizwan, as you know, has been named the captain. I think it's for the ODIs, if I'm not wrong, but I just have to check on that. Mohammad Rizwan made 25-14, 2 fours, 2 sixes. But the good thing was Babar Azam, who struggled against, had a very ragged Australian series, really came up to grips with the New Zealand bowling conditions here, and it was refreshing to see Babar Azam pick up 57 of 35, which included 6 fours and 2 sixes. Other than that, Zaman made 15, Iftikhar 24. Azam Khan, it was good to see Azam Khan in the mix. Azam Khan is another person who has done very well in the T20 leagues all across the world. And here he comes. He was got for 10 of 9 with 1 boundary. But again, the task was made much difficult by the New Zealand bowlers with the Pakistanis bowled out for 180 and New Zealand winning the match by 46 runs. We look at the bowling there. Tim Southee, excellent bowling figures, 4 for 25. Matt Henry, 29 runs of 3 overs with no wicket to show besides his name. Adam Min, 4 overs, 2 for 50. Got a real sort of tap from the Pakistan batsman. East Sodhi, 1 for 33 of 3. And Ben Sears, 242-4. So that was it. And Pakistan, losing the first T20 against New Zealand by 46 runs. So, well, dear fans, I'm just trying to say whether there is any other cricket news that I could read into. Yes, there is the right now as I'm talking to you, there's a live match going on in South Africa. As you know, the SAT20 is on right now. Durban Super Giants are playing against the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. In fact, the match has been decided. Durban Super Giants have beaten the Sunrisers Eastern Cape by 35 runs in Gekbera in the 5th match. Well, dear fans, I don't have much to share. This being said, it's about time for me to say goodbye on this cricket show, but promising you I'll be back tomorrow where I'll be narrating the tale on the India versus Afghanistan second T20 match, which is coming up. And till such time, I see you all. It's goodbye from here. Thank you.